Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
All right, it's time for the second date update. You go out on a date with someone, they don't get back to you. We call them to find out why. We've got Nicole on the phone. Nicole?
Yeah,
How are you?
I'm okay.
Okay, so you went out on a date with a guy and he didn't get back to you. What's the story?
Well, I met this guy Benjamin through mutual friends at a birthday party.
Okay.
I had never met him before. We really hit it off, and he asked for my number, and then he called and he asked me out to dinner.
Okay, so did you go to dinner?
We did. He took me to El Gaucho in Seattle.
Yeah, that's
Damn.
nice.
That's really
Baller.
nice.
Especially for a first date.
It was really, really nice, and we were laughing and having such a good time. And afterwards, I was like, "Oh, do you want to come over to my house to hang out for a little bit?"
Okay.
And he said totally. And then after being there 10 minutes, he got kind of awkward and started mumbling some random excuses, and then he left.
Wait, so he just boned out, he left kind of awkwardly?
Yeah.
Did he check his phone before he left?
He sort of was like, "Oh, time. Oh, I gotta go." It was
All right.
weird.
And then he just bounced on you, and you tried to get a hold of him after he left?
Yeah. He didn't call me, but I called him and left a voicemail saying I had such a nice time and wanted to hang out again soon.
Okay.
But he never called me back, and it's been a week and a half. Over a week.
Do you have weird stuff in your house or something? Is there some way he would have been creeped out by anything you have?
I've gone over it in my head, and I can't think of anything. And I wanted to think did I say something? But I don't think I did.
Do you have a collection of angel figurines?
Or satanical pictures.
Or
Doesn't everyone?
Did you leave your Valtrex prescription out on the kitchen counter again? So you can't think of any reason why he would just get weird and leave your place?
No, I really can't.
All right, well, we're going to call him and see if he'll answer, and we're going to ask him why. All right? And
Yeah, I've been listening to you do all these second date updates. So, I hope that you can help me.
I ask everybody this. You're prepared to hear what he has to say if it's not good.
Yikes.
All right, we're going to call him right after Katy Perry. It's moving.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
All right, Nicole went out on a date with Benjamin. After going to dinner, they went back to her place. He proceeded to kind of get weird after a little while and then just left with no explanation. Nicole, are you ready for us to call Benjamin and ask him why he left your place and hasn't gotten back to you?
Yeah, I need some closure around this.
Okay.
Hello,
Hey, may I speak to Benjamin?
this is Benjamin.
Hey, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. I'm moving 92.5.
Hey, how's it going?
You know Nicole?
Yeah, I know Nicole.
All right, well, according to Nicole, you two went on a date, and after dinner went to her place, and then you proceeded to kind of get skittish and leave.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
What,
Well, I'm just curious to see why.
First of all, how do you know Nicole?
To be completely honest, it's a segment we do on our show where someone emails us and asks why a person didn't call him back after a first date. We have her permission to ask you, and we just want to know why you haven't gotten back to her.
Well, I have no problem telling you why I left, but
Well, so what's the deal then? Why'd you leave her apartment?
well, did she tell you that this was our first date?
She did.
Yeah, okay, so, we went back to her place, and things were fine, and she got up to use the restroom, and a short while after I went up to use the restroom myself and realized that she had not flushed the toilet. And there was...
Oh, no.
I'm sorry, but that's my worst fear.
Are you serious?
Come on, dude. That's an accident.
Oh.
an accident.
Yeah, she didn't mean to forget. She was just not thinking.
Maybe she was so nervous hanging out with you, Benjamin, that she forgot to listen the toilet.
No, listen, I've gone through this in my head over and over and over again. She wasn't nervous. She was totally cool and relaxed the whole evening. Everything was going great, and then I go into her bathroom, and there is a Herkin deuce sitting there staring at me.
Nicole?
Yeah.
Did you hear what Benjamin just said?
Whoa. What's going on?
Hey.
Nicole's actually on the other line, Benjamin.
Well, all right. Well, listen, Benjamin, if, I'm sorry. Listen, it's happened to the best of us, and, I don't know. I got to tell you, if I walked into your bathroom and you dropped, a major deuce and forgot, I'd probably just, stick my head back out and be like, hey, forgot.
Nicole, you wouldn't have been embarrassed if Benjamin did that, though?
No.
I'm not embarrassed. I just thought it was weird. I think it's because, who forgets to flush the toilet?
The bathroom etiquette cannot make you not call a girl back.
I don't know. I kind of take Benjamin's side on this, Ben. If I were to walk into it and a girl hadn't done that, I might be kind of weirded out and leave too. First of all, in my mind, women are magical fairies who don't do that at all.
Yes.
So it would creep me out.
I totally agree with you, Jubal. You'll never get that vision out of your head,
Dude,
brother.
Nicole,
listen.
you're not embarrassed at all.
Sorry. Everybody poops. There's a book about it. You give it to kids.
Damn it, Nicole, why are you doing this to me? You've already scarred Benjamin for life. Now you're scarring me.
I'm not scarred. I just thought it was weird. It's just weird, that's all. I know that everybody poops. I get it, but, come on. It was a red flag, that's all.
Oh, my God. It was a red flag? It was a brown flag, dude. But,
Nicole, does it make you mad at Benjamin that he left because of that?
I think that's kind of someone who's not cool enough to handle that, make a joke about it.
I'm not going to pick up your poop. I'm not handling anything.
Okay.
Before you guys get off the phone here, Nicole, I'm sure you've got to go to the bathroom or something. I wanted to offer you, because you came on the show, a second date. If you guys want to go out, we'll pay for your second date. You guys interested?
Yeah, I'm willing to give.
Willing?
Second chance is the wrong word, but Nicole, you seem to have a sense of humor about it.
Okay, so Nicole, will you guys go out on a second date then? We'll pay for it.
I would love to. I had a great time.
All right, that's awesome. Whatever you do, just don't make it Mexican. That's all I'm asking. Excited to talk to Aaron, the dude who wants to do a second date update today, because he accomplished something that I've never been able to accomplish, and I think a lot of guys have tried and failed at.
Uh-oh.
Aaron met a girl by putting his number on her car after he saw her get out of it and go in somewhere, and she actually called him back.
Oh my
You know how many times I've tried that, Aaron? Girls never call back. They usually just, I think, get the number and are creeped out and then throw it away, but she actually called him back. Aaron, how are you, man?
I'm good. Thanks for having me on here, guys.
Yeah, no problem. It's a pleasure to talk to you. I feel like I'm talking to some sort of celebrity because I've never known anybody that's actually gotten a call back from that. Did you write anything on the note that you left, or you just simply put your number in hey, I think you're hot?
No, I just put my number on the windshield. And in all fairness, this has actually never worked for me before. And
okay.
It's the first time. But this girl was really hot, and I was like, you know what? Let's just try it and see what happens.
Where did you include a headshot?
I did not.
Okay. Where were you? Where were you parked?
I was just at a fish and chips place and just going to get some food, and she came out of the car, and gorgeous girl, and I was like, oh, I need to try something. So
that's impressive.
Amazing, I know. Yeah. I've never heard of that working before in my life, so it's very rare, Aaron. So tell us about the girl that you went out with. What's her name? Wendy?
Yeah, Wendy. She kind of looks like the dragon girl from Game of Thrones.
Oh, nice. High five, dude. Yeah. She's hot.
Yeah. So, the nice thing is that she did actually call me back, and I said I wanted to take her out on a date, and she said okay, which was really cool.
Yeah.
She wanted to go to this French restaurant she really liked, so we went there.
Did you meet there? Was she hesitant at all about meeting up with a total stranger?
Mm-hmm.
No, we just met there, and I told her a little bit of what I looked like, and told her what I was going to wear so that she could pick me out at the restaurant. But
that's daring.
No, she was really kind of cool and easygoing. I could have been a real creep. But I don't think I was.
I know. I'm surprised she actually just was like, all right, cool, let's meet up.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it went really well. I mean, we had dinner. It was a nice dinner. And then I asked her if she wanted to, like, go for, like, a drive or something. And she said, sure. And so we just drove around my car for a bit and, like, looked at the skyline and stuff.
Yeah.
Did you make it to like Makeout Point? Maybe Cary Park up.
Did you drive back to 1952 and go to Makeout
At the
Point?
same time,
Yeah. You guys neck.
knock some boots.
going on?
That is very trustworthy of her to like get in your. I don't know. That's kind of crazy.
You're worried
that she,
about
like,
her a little bit.
Well, yeah, when he's like,
I am.
yeah, you want to get in my car and go for a drive?
I mean, I was trying to be as least creepy as possible given the circumstances.
You must be a likable guy, Aaron.
But at the same time, if she's that like comfortable and willing, you must have done something really creepy to also like turn her off.
Well, the only thing that got a little weird was, I mean, at one point I asked her, like, hey, like, you want to come back to my place or whatever? And she said no, and I didn't, like, pressure her or anything like that, but she got a little quiet after that, and then it was only a couple minutes later that she was like, I think you should go home.
All right.
The implication.
So that might have been a little too much on
You
that.
didn't wink at her while you were saying it, did you?
Lick your lips.
That could have done it. And how many times have you tried to get a hold of her?
I've called her like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
I haven't got anything back. And I guess that's why I'm calling you guys, because I don't know what's happened.
Okay, well, play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, okay?
That'd be awesome.
All right, man, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
All right, Aaron, you ready to go with your second date update?
Yes, I am.
I think that the mistake you made was just going for too much too soon. Like, I feel like you met the girl in kind of a rare way. You put your phone number on her car. She actually called you back, and then you went out to dinner, and you made it through. But I don't think you should have gone for the car ride after dinner, and I especially don't think you should have tried to ask her back to your place. Like, I think you were almost there. You know what I mean? You just got to take, like, this. It's okay to lay down a bunt every once in a while and not try to hit a home run every single time. You know what I mean?
Actually, solid advice.
Maybe just a little too ambitious, huh?
Yeah.
All right. You ready to go, Aaron? We're going to call her right now.
Okay.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Wendy, please?
this is Wendy.
Hey, Wendy, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. I'm moving 92.5.
Sorry?
This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning show on the radio station Moving 92.5. How are you?
What is this?
we're a morning radio show, and we had a guy email us and say that he left his phone number on your car one day, and you actually called him back and went out for a date. And we were just calling you to see if we could talk to you about that for a second.
Oh, God.
Was that?
That was just a terrible mistake.
Oh,
Really?
That's usually
It was?
not a.
Your friends will always be like, you have to live, you have to live in the moment. Like, call a guy who leaves his number on your car. No, never again.
Don't do it. Okay. All right,
Sage
Wendy. Hey,
advice.
you know what? I like you, Wendy. You're direct and to the point. So, what didn't you like about him? What was so weird?
You know what? It was going great. Actually, surprisingly, at the restaurant and everything, we decided to go for this drive, and, we're driving around, and I think I was, like, talking about work, like something completely unrelated.
Uh-huh.
And I was in the middle of something he asked me about, and all of a sudden he just interjects the middle of my sentence with, have you ever hooked up with a girl before?
What?
Really?
He asked you that? That's pretty bold.
I don't know. What were you talking about specifically? What do you do for a living? It could have pertained to your job.
Whatever. He was not listening to
No,
one
it
word.
has nothing to do. No, definitely not. I mean, like, it was completely out of nowhere, and I just obviously was shocked, and he's like, yeah, I have a girl roommate, and why don't you come over? Maybe we'll just hang out and see what happens.
Stop it.
So, Wendy, he invited you back to his place to have a little menage a trois with his roommate.
Well, that's definitely what it felt like. I mean, unless he just thought I was just going to I don't know.
And he was left
Even
out.
if I had given him some indication I was in, which I definitely didn't. I mean, this is like the very first time we've ever met. Like,
That's a little much to go
Yeah.
for that. Had you guys even kissed at this point?
no. Of course, then I'm like, oh my God, I'm in this guy's car. Like, number 2, dummy mistake. Like, I don't know what I was thinking. Like, I'm driving around and, like, I kind of just tried to be cool because, like, it's kind of scary. Like when you realize like someone is like a freak, you know. I mean, like
Now you're stuck in
you
his
know,
car.
I mean, he could be like a serial killer, you know. Like, yeah, first you hook up with my roommate, and then we eat your heart. You know, it's just like,
Hey, Wendy. Wendy, are you sure that that's what he meant by the whole thing? I mean, I know what it sounds like, but are you sure that
I'm
that's
sorry. What do you think that means?
I don't know. It could have been completely innocent.
So innocent. Jesus.
Well, why don't we ask him? Because Aaron's actually on the other line, Wendy.
Oh,
Aaron, did you ask her to come over and hook up with your roommate
Oh, God.
on your first date?
Aaron.
What I said was, like, maybe we could just come and hang out with my roommate, and then we can see what happens. I was just trying to get to know you. Okay? You were like adventurous.
So you were.
Have you ever hooked up with a girl? And I didn't hallucinate that, right?
I mean, I did ask you that. I just wanted to know if you're interested. I'm just trying to get to know you. That's how you get to know people.
No, you were trying to get to know me, so you interrupted the response I was giving you to a question you asked me about my job to ask me if I ever go ahead and hit it with a gal.
No. Like your job is interesting and all, and like we can talk about that. But we're just getting to know each other. So I thought let's like bring it up a notch. Let's talk about something that has a little more substance to it. And see, feel each other out a little bit.
Aaron, you don't have any shame at all. Like that's getting to know somebody for you is just diving right in like that.
Aaron.
Yeah, you should just go ahead and just be honest and like just get to the meaty stuff of a conversation.
Has this worked for you in the past? Have you had a lot of threesomes in this manner?
No, I haven't, and it's not even about that. Like, if you're not into girls or threesomes, whatever, I don't care. That's fine. I just wanted to get to know you and see, like, where the boundaries lie and kind of get to know who you are.
Where the boundaries
Aaron, you don't think that's maybe like one of those sensitive topics like religion and politics and, I don't know, threesomes?
I'm okay to talk about religion and politics, too. It's not as exciting as threesomes, but, we can talk about
My gosh.
Okay, well, I actually really would care to know about religion and politics because that's the kind of thing I like to know about a person. Tells me a little bit about a person before I would go ahead and jump in bed with them and their roommate, for instance.
Oh, awesome, and then let's talk about religion and politics all you want, and then we can talk about other stuff later if you want to.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, actually, I'm definitely not interested in that anymore, so.
Cool, but now I know that, and now we can move past that,
Now that
we're not going anywhere.
Now that we've got that all out of the way, Wendy, would you like to go on a second date with Aaron? We will pay for it. Now that you guys you know each other, you got all the weird, there's always that weird tension of, hey, does she hook up with girls when you go out with a girl? Now that we know, would you want to go out with Aaron again? We will pay for it.
Absolutely not. Thank you so much for that generous offer of potential danger. No, I'm not interested in that.
All right. Oh. Well, Aaron, unfortunately, you didn't get a second date, man. Sorry.
I guess I just pushed it too far, huh? Just trying to get to know people, man.
I guess.
Yeah, it's kind of strange, I know, but
You shoved it over a canyon and it pummeled 5,000 feet down to the earth.
Try to find a stranger. Like there's clubs. I mean, people put out classifieds.
Yeah.
You don't just ask a stranger.
Hey, Wendy?
Yeah.
We never did get an answer. Have you hooked up with a girl?
Come on.
You'll never know.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
There is one surefire way to get on this show.
Have no talent?
Well, yeah, but that's like the hosts of the show.
Oh, okay.
Like us. I'm talking about like callers who want to do a second date update or something like that. One surefire way to make sure your email gets through all the channels to get on the air, and that is to sign it the way that this dude did.
Oh.
He signed his email, Eddie, a.k.a. Gator.
Oh, no.
Any dude that calls himself Gator is always welcome. Eddie, what's up? How you doing?
Good. How you guys doing?
Good. I called you Eddie. I should have called you Gator. My bad.
Gator?
I go by both.
Why do you go by Gator? Eddie, why is that a decision in your life?
Because in college, I ate a whole chicken breast and really didn't even chew it, just kind of gulped it down. Like, you know how they feed gators the raw chicken? And it was cooked, but it was pretty impressive.
Whoa! Oh!
That's even kind of a dumb story. You ate a chicken breast really fast, and they call you Gator now, and it haunts you for the rest of your life.
He's a legend.
It doesn't sound like it haunts him. Sounds like Gator digs it.
Yeah, well, you do sound proud.
All right, Gator. Well, tell us about the girl that you want to call today. Does she have a cool nickname?
Not yet. Hopefully someday, because I haven't heard back from her. So
Okay, what's her name then?
Teresa, and when you introduced yourself to Teresa, did you introduce yourself as Eddie or Gator?
It was a blind date, so I was introduced as Eddie before I even met her. So that's how that went.
Okay.
Oh, lame.
Yeah.
All right, so you were set up through friends. Usually that doesn't go very well, but you actually liked her, it sounds like.
Yeah, I had recently got out of a relationship, and a coworker of mine was at a party, and this other gal was saying, "Oh my gosh, my friend who's really cute, recently divorced. Do you know anybody?" He's like, "Yes, I do. Eddie." So we get set up on an actual blind date. No last names, no Facebook, nothing.
Oh, cool.
No idea.
What was it like when you guys showed up, I assume, at a restaurant and saw each other for the first time?
She was very cute. I was like, I get why this gal has not been in the market for a while. I was very impressed.
Nice.
Gator liked what he saw and wanted to chomp down on that little chickie.
Yeah.
Gator did. Yeah.
That is so gross.
Right.
All of you.
Tell us about the date. How did it go, man?
It went really well. We were just talking, and, she was recently single and I was, and then I came up with an idea that I called a vent off. And I was like, how about this? I say one bad thing about my ex, then you say one bad thing about your ex, and we get back and forth. And,
what?
Yeah, just kind of like a ping pong or tennis of anger. Yeah.
Eddie, that's a horrible idea. I mean, the last thing you should be talking about, you're both recently single, is your exes, let alone bashing them.
Well, it went great, and it ended in a whole bunch of laughter, so she and I had a good time. Yeah. It lets you know about them. Like, if they're like, oh, and he always did this, and I'm like, okay, cool, now I know she doesn't like that. So it turned out, vent off.
Okay.
I can't believe that turned out okay.
Yeah, that's an interesting idea. She didn't seem bothered by it one bit?
At the beginning, she was kind of like, well, I don't know. And then I think I started. Then she just absolutely, went from first to fourth gear, and she was into it. It was really fun.
Okay, so wait, what was the worst thing you said about your ex?
One time I got super pissed off that she wouldn't shave me.
What?
What?
Some places you can't reach, and I wanted to be, nice and beach ready for the summer, and she refused. And it's hard.
Yeah, that is. Like, would she never shave you, or just one time she didn't shave you and that was it?
Well, she didn't want to shave certain parts, which are hard to reach, and you can get nicks. And when you sit on a nick, it's very painful, man.
Well, you know what? You're better off. Good thing you got rid of her.
Oh,
Wait,
terrible.
but on your date, did this launch weird conversations like it just did with us?
Oh, yeah. Not right away, but then at the end, we're just laughing, and she's just giggling about I can't believe she wouldn't shave your butt. It was a fun, conversation. So.
Okay, so if even that didn't shake her, why do you think you're not getting a call back?
Good question. I don't know. I mean, the only thing that she went to the bathroom about 3 or 4 times, and I didn't ask. I didn't know if it was, food poisoning, or maybe, a female thing, or maybe she just needed a break from Gator's face. I don't know.
That could be it. I'm surprised you didn't ask. I mean, you guys had just shared butt shaving together, so it doesn't seem like anything would be too personal for you.
Well, yeah. I mean, when 2 people can share butt shaving on a first date, I mean, that's gold. You don't get better than that. She's tossing that away. I mean, it was really that's the best standard of first dates. So come on, I don't know.
You're absolutely right. When you bond over butt shaving, there's no reason you shouldn't get a call back. All right, we'll play a song, come back, and then call her and get your second date update, okay?
Gator says thank you.
Oh, gosh.
Thank you, Gator. Hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Right in the middle of a second date update, and if you missed the first part, Gator is on the phone.
Yeah.
And today, Gator wants to call a woman named Teresa. They were set up through friends, went out on a date, and he probably had one of the best first date activities I've ever heard of. They engaged in a vent-off.
Yeah.
That's right. That's where you sit there and you just talk trash about your exes. You take turns going back and forth until one of you has the best, worst ex story ever, and then you win the vent-off.
Yay!
We never asked Gator, did anybody win the vent-off? Or do you win the vent-off? I don't even know how it works. Gator, does somebody win?
We both do. It's a win-win.
Oh, is it?
All right.
Now, well, Gator, I think this is maybe the worst idea you could have ever possibly had for a first date. It sounds like she enjoyed it.
Yes.
And that you went wrong somewhere else. I didn't hear. Have you tried to contact her?
A number of times. Calls, texts, nothing back to Gator.
Oh. Do you always refer to yourself in third person?
I like it.
No, I got nervous.
Okay.
All right. That's okay, man. It happens. You get nervous and you refer to yourself in third person. If your nickname is Gator, you can do that, okay?
Absolutely.
All right, man. I'm going to dial her phone number right now and see if we can figure out why she's not calling you back, okay?
Yep.
Here we go.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Teresa?
this is she.
Hey, Teresa, what's up? How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
You mean the radio station?
Yes, I am the entire radio station.
Yeah, I listen to you guys sometimes. What's up?
Oh, nice.
That's awesome, Teresa. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for listening.
If you listen a lot, have you heard the second date updates before?
I don't know if I have.
It's a segment we do on our show where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up giving them the cold shoulder after that date, they email us to see if we can get you on the phone and find out what happened.
Oh, yeah, I think I heard one of these, but it was a while ago.
Okay, well, what if I told you that you are now the star of a second date update?
Ooh.
You're kidding, right?
No.
No, not at all. Yeah, you recently went out with a dude who calls himself Gator.
Oh my God. So he wanted you guys to call me?
Yep.
Have you just been really busy and you haven't been able to get back to him?
Yeah. I mean, can you just tell him that?
Well, if you would have
such a
sold that a little
lie.
more convincingly, maybe, but it's obvious that you were like, yeah, sure, whatever. Do you mind telling us why you're not calling Gator back?
I mean, I don't want to really say it because it's kind of embarrassing for him. So I just feel like
If it's the butt shaving thing, he told us about that.
actually that was really funny. We had a vent off. I don't know if he told you that, but it was like venting about your exes.
Yeah, he did tell us about it, and he did say that he shared with you that he was mad at one of his exes because she wouldn't shave his butt.
I know, that's ridiculous. I mean, I was a little like skeptical, but you know, I got to call my ex an idiot. He got to call his ex an idiot, so I thought it was cool.
Oh, you did enjoy it. Okay.
Yeah, I actually did. You should actually try that sometime. It's pretty
Dude,
funny.
I do it a couple times a week. I pay like $100 an hour, though, to do it with a therapist. But anyway, probably even more fun on a date. So if that didn't bother you, then why aren't you calling him back? Like, what's wrong with Gator?
There's just a weird situation, and I don't know. It was just weird. That I don't know what to say about it.
On the date, a weird situation happened?
So briefly, I go to the ladies' room, and when I come back, there's like a big, or maybe not a big, but a noticeable piece of my food missing. There's like a piece of fish missing from my plate.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, and so I was just like, did this guy really eat off my plate? And it was just like bugging me. So I went to the ladies again.
Oh my gosh. So you're going to test him?
Exactly. So I asked the waiter to watch while I was away because he was like super friendly, and I just thought couldn't hurt. So I come out of the bathroom, and the waiter catches my eye. I go over there, and he says, yeah, he just took a bite out of your roll.
Out of your dinner roll?
Yeah, that's weird, right?
Yeah, that is pretty weird.
So while you were going to the bathroom, he's eating the food off your plate?
Yeah, who does that? Like, that is just, I mean, he didn't even ask me.
Were you like raving about how good your food was and you don't think he could help himself, or?
I have no idea what the deal was because, I mean, it's a first date. I didn't want to come out and be like,
oh my gosh.
Did you just eat half of my asparagus? What is wrong with you? Let me smell your pee. Like, it's just weird.
Oh my
I like how he waits for you to go to the bathroom too, like he's sneaking bites of your food. Like,
sneaky,
Crane.
Maybe he was hungry. Those restaurant portions at some of those fancier places are really small.
The bottom line is, this guy was eating off my plate, and it's a first date. We're not like best friends or anything where he's just chomping on my food.
Mm-hmm.
I just felt super weird about it, and it was a huge turnoff.
Yeah, I can see that. You know, this might be a turnoff too, but Gator is actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
What?
Yep.
Hi, Teresa.
Oh, my God.
First of all, I didn't know you saw that, so real sorry about that.
Oh, my God. You are unbelievable. I mean, at least you admitted it. You weren't trying to sneak out of it or anything.
Why are you eating people's food while they go to the bathroom, Gator?
I was hungry. I was nervous all day for the date. Didn't eat lunch. You know, so here we're at dinner. I just grabbed a tiny little forkfuls. Remember why my name is Gator? I could have eaten that whole thing in a second.
So you practiced some restraint. That's very nice of you.
Did you not think I wouldn't notice?
I did not. No, I didn't think you would notice. It was tiny little fish forkfuls. Fish gets flaky and spreads out, and you're like, oh, I guess it just fell. Or something. I don't know.
Gator, I mean, there's other ways to go about it. Like you could order an appetizer or ask for another basket of bread.
Well, that was the thing. They took the bread away, and I got hungry. I was embarrassed. Like, be like, hey, bring the bread, more bread. You know, I didn't want to look like a pig. I'm on a date here, so instead of like, you know, I thought it would be better just to snack a little bit on the plate. You know, I didn't.
Yeah. You don't want to look like a pig. You know, you want to just eat off somebody else's plate while they go to the bathroom.
That's better.
Just tiny amounts, exactly. Yeah.
Tiny bites.
Yeah. And I feel bad. This is not what I do, but you know, I did pay for it. So yeah, I mean, in essence, it was mine, and you know.
I guess you're right.
Oh.
You were loaning the food to her, I guess.
And that's where you lost me.
Oh.
What? I paid for the. If anything, you were eating my food because I paid for it. So
What?
you know, technically, I was giving it to you, and you were eating my fish. So
I never thought of it like that.
What is wrong with you?
That's the only thing wrong with me is I was hungry. I mean, I told you that I didn't eat all day, and if we were dating for a long time, this would be no problem. It would be cute. But just because it's a first date, you get
I would agree
all
with
mad.
that.
Well, but also it might be cute if you guys are doing it together and you're not waiting until she goes to the bathroom to steal your food, I guess, but to steal the food off her plate.
Okay, that's a good point. At one point, I was thinking maybe, you know, I'll ask her, but, you know, we're in the middle of a vent off, and it would just be in poor taste.
That would be in poor taste. I mean, here's the thing, Gator. I've also been hungry on a date before, but do you know what I did afterwards? I went and got myself a burger at a drive-thru on the way home. That's how you solve that problem.
There you go.
Well, I also did that, too, because the fish wasn't very big.
How much can you eat, sir?
Yeah.
Well, they call me Gator for a reason, okay? I can eat a lot. I still look good. I'm not called Little Baby Bird.
All right.
All right, well, I don't want to ask this question because I don't want to have to buy you food, but Teresa, would you like to go on a second date with Gator? We will pay for it.
No, I'm good. Thank you, though.
Look, I know you don't want to go on another date with me, but we did have a really good time. The vent off, we were laughing, and I shouldn't have eaten off your plate sneakily. I'm sorry. Next time I'll ask if I can have a bite.
Hey.
Will there be a next time, Teresa?
I feel like you should give him just one more chance.
You had fun.
Yeah,
Okay,
come on.
only if he admits that saying when he paid for the food, it was technically his.
Yeah.
That better have been a joke.
I agree with that.
That was a joke. Bad joke. Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, right. Well, we'll pay for it. So the food that you guys eat is technically ours. And I'm going to come over and eat off of both of your plates, okay?
That works. Great.
That sounds good to me.
Yes. Gator is ready to chow down.
All right, you guys, we'll get it all set up and send you out on another date. Teresa, thank you very much for your time.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
She sounds so excited.
And Gator,
Yep.
go get some food now because I'm sure it's been a few minutes. You're probably starving.
Actually, I didn't tell you guys this, but I've been eating through this entire phone call.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
You put a text in at 78592 that says, I'm amazed that you go on a date with a guy named Gator and him eating your food is the worst thing that happened. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning talking about today's second date update. If you missed it, Gator, that's not his real name, that is his nickname, wanted to call Teresa. He couldn't figure out why she wasn't calling him back after they went to dinner. And it turns out that every time she would get up and go to the bathroom, he would eat some of her food. He kept sneaking bites of her food, and that was weird to her.
Well, it's weird to anybody, and she was testing him. Like, she went to the bathroom like 4 times just to see. Her plate had to have been half missing by the time she was done with his plate.
He said he's got a big appetite. That's one of the reasons that he's called Gator, and he just wanted to eat her food. They did actually agree to go out again, which is interesting, but... I don't know if next time maybe he'll at least let her know that he wants a bite of her food instead of just trying to steal it.
All he has to do is next time eat her whole plate and order her another plate. So just swap them out.
That's what appetizers are for. I don't understand why everyone is missing this. Get a dessert,
Everybody's in
man.
support.
Do some
Everybody
courses.
supports Gator. Yeah.
Everyone likes him.
Everybody's like, nah, it's all good. Gator can sneak food. Somebody else texted in and said they actually want to date Gator. They liked him that much.
Oh my gosh. God.
Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
They say that one man's trash is another man's treasure.
I already don't like the start of today's second date update.
And that's why Tim is on the phone for a second date update today. He found a discarded date. And then he swooped in and got a date with her. Tim, now I don't want to call your date trash. It was just an analogy, okay?
Yeah, I get that.
Tell us about the garbage pickup. How'd it go?
Yeah. Well, let me back up. I went out that night to go see a play, and I just went by myself. So I go to the theater, and I'm there, and down the row, a couple seats down, there's this girl, and she was pretty cute. So I smile at her, and she sort of smiles back.
Did you throw her a wink, too?
No, I did the polite, like smile, head nod, just like, hello, hi.
Like bite the lower lip, like,
Oh my God, Jubal.
You're so creepy.
Yeah.
Any of the proper moves or just simply a smile?
Maybe I should have done that.
Right, you start talking about how this woman sounds like a sweater from Goodwill, and now you're... All right. So you smiled at her.
I did, and the seat next to her is vacant. So I get a little courage, and I kind of walk down a little bit to the aisle, and I just said, hey, is anybody sitting in the seat? And she said, yeah, someone else is going to come take the seat.
Okay, and then that's when you yelled at her.
Why are you yelling at her now?
He was upset.
No.
Oh, you didn't yell at her.
No, I just said, oh, okay. I didn't ask who, the seat was for.
Right, because it's none of your business because she's a complete stranger in a theater.
Yeah, but she also didn't say, who it was for either. If it was her husband, I imagine she would say, no, it's for my husband or my boyfriend.
Right. She probably would have let you know, stop hitting on me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
In the nicest way possible.
I feel like seat taken is already stop hitting on me. Why are you guys saying, no, actually, I'm married. I'm in a very long relationship, and this seat has been taken by him.
Maybe there's this possibility that the seat is, just for one of a girlfriend, a friend of hers that she went to see the play with.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay,
so you went back to your regular seat then?
I did. I said, oh, okay, well, enjoy the show. And then I went back, and the show started a few, minutes later, and it was good.
Okay.
But then through the show, I sort of kept an eye just looking over by her to see if anybody had showed up.
You almost sound like you're starting to get a little creepy. The guy at the end of the row that keeps looking over at her during the play.
I did it. That's the thing. I didn't want to, so I kind of did the peripheral vision to see if there's any action happening over there.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so intermission comes, and no one had showed up.
Ooh, the mysterious vacant seat. She's either lying to you or the person didn't show up.
So, I went out, I got something to drink, do the intermission stuff, and when I came back in, I came in, so I walked past her to get into the aisle. Okay. And as I walked past her, I just said, hey, the seat's still taken? And she said, no, they didn't show. And I said, oh, well, do you mind if I sit there? And she said, sure. So I sat down.
Yeah, good persistence.
Okay.
I would have felt weird going back up to her being like, hey, what's up? You said somebody's coming for that seat, but it's been open this whole time, and I've had my eye on that seat, so...
What's the deal?
Yeah. Are you a liar? You just lie to everybody? What's going on with you?
I didn't want to seem that way. I didn't want to seem like a creepy guy. It was more like, I felt bad. Like she got stood up on her date.
It's kind of awkward, though. I mean, you're putting her in a position like, what is she going to do? Stick to the lie at that point? No, someone's still coming for the last half of the play?
But the good thing is the play finishes and we start talking, and then I just said, do you want to go grab something to eat? And she said, yeah, sure, that'd be great. So
That's cool.
Okay.
yeah. So we left and we walked to a place and we sit down and, we talk for a little while. We get a drink, we get some food. Conversation's great, it's not creepy at all. And I noticed, though, that she's starting to get a little, tired. And so I was like, oh, you know what? Why don't we just call it a night? And she said, yeah, that'd be great. So I walked her to her car, said goodnight, gave her a hug, and said, can I call you? And she said, sure. Awesome. And so I texted her a couple times, and I never heard back. And I was, I thought things had gone well, and, then I emailed you guys.
Did you ever find out who the seat was for?
We didn't talk about it at dinner because I thought if I brought it up and she did get stood up, it would be uncomfortable or make her feel bad, so I just stayed away from it.
I think that's a good idea.
Pretty smart, yeah.
So how long has it been since you guys went to dinner?
It's been like a week and a half.
A week and a half, okay. So she's definitely blowing you off.
Yeah, and, I just started thinking about why, who was that seat for? Maybe it was for a boyfriend or someone that she was dating, and he finally showed up, and now she's like, no, I don't want anything to do with you. Maybe I was too forward, Maybe I was the creepy guy in the theater trying to steal the seat. Or, so that's why I emailed you guys.
Well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, okay?
Okay, great, thanks.
All right, man, just hold on.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I forgot to ask the most important question about today's second date update. If you just missed the first part, Tim is on the phone, and he wants to call a girl named Sarah today. They actually met at a play. She had an empty seat next to her. At the beginning of the play, he asked if he could sit in it because he wanted to move seats and sit next to her because he thought she was hot. And she said it was taken. And then after intermission, he saw the seat was still open. So he asked her again. She ended up saying, yes, you can sit in the seat because whoever she was waiting for didn't show up. After the play, they went to dinner, had a great time, but now she's not calling him back. And I forgot to ask Tim this, and I'm sorry about that, everybody listening. I know that you really want to know. Tim, how was the play?
No one cares about that.
Scale of 1 to 5 stars. What are we talking?
Well, the first act, I was a little distracted because I was, trying to figure out what the empty seat was about. So I think it was a 3.
Okay, good. All right, cool.
God.
Should we even do the second date update now, or have we gotten that all cleared up?
No, I would still want to know why she never called back.
Okay.
And Tim, you can't remember any awkward moments you guys had when you went for dinner and drinks after the play?
No, everything was real casual and cool, and I thought I was being very polite, and I asked a lot of questions about her, what she liked. I thought it was a good conversation.
You actually seem very charming and like a good listener, so I'll give you props on that.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Horrible play reviewer, but
Yeah, Jubal's got a point.
I'm going to dial her phone number right now. Here we go.
Okay.
Hello?
Hi, is Sarah there?
Yeah, this is Sarah.
Hey, Sarah, how are you? My name is Jubal, and I host a show called Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Okay.
How are you today?
Fine, thank you. What's this regarding?
Well, it's regarding a date that you went on just a little while ago.
Okay.
I know we started off so businesslike, didn't we?
I know. You might not even think of this as a date, but you recently hung out with somebody, and they've been trying to get a hold of you to get another date, but you're not calling them back. So they emailed us to see if we could get you on the phone and find out why.
Oh, geez.
Weird, I know.
Good.
His name is Tim.
Seriously?
Yeah. He told us about how he met you at a play, and then you had dinner after.
So he contacted you to get a hold of me?
Yeah, he did. Apparently, he's been trying to get a hold of you, but you're not returning any of his phone calls or text messages.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just not into it, I guess.
It sounded almost like for a second you were excited that he contacted us.
I was more surprised, not excited.
Okay.
All right. Read that wrong then.
Yeah.
Well, Tim told us about how you guys hung out. He said that it seemed like you had a great time, and he's confused.
Wow. I think he's an interesting person. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about him.
Can I tell you what I think it is? And you let me know if I'm right or wrong.
Okay.
So he said that when he saw you at the play, you had an empty seat next to you. And he asked you twice if you could sit in it. The first time you said you were waiting for somebody to show up. The next time you said, sure, they didn't show up. Were you waiting for a boyfriend or a husband or something like that?
No. I'm definitely single.
Okay.
I actually just got canceled on by a friend.
So, I mean, why would you say yes to him sitting there when he asked the second time and yes to dinner if you weren't interested in him?
I mean, I was interested in him, but I'd only known him for like 10 seconds. And, that kind of changed once I got to know him.
Oh.
Really? I told him after we talked to him that he was charming and a good listener. Apparently, I also had a bad read on that.
Yeah. I don't know. It was fine. And then at dinner, I just sort of got some red flags.
What sort of red flags? Can you tell us?
Basically, we were walking into the restaurant, and he steps on my heel. And he just says, oops. And that kind of caught me off guard.
Huh?
So he stepped on your shoe and then said oops.
Yeah, and normal people would apologize if you just stepped on someone, right?
Oh, yeah. He didn't say sorry about that?
No, he didn't say sorry. It was really strange. And then at dinner, later, he knocks over his glass and it breaks. And when the waitress comes and picks it up, he just says, the glass fell.
Oh, so he
no
didn't,
apology.
He didn't take responsibility for the shoe or the glass.
Yeah, exactly. No apology. If that would have been me, I would have been so embarrassed. You've broken the restaurant's glass.
Yeah.
And he didn't apologize at all.
So was he kind of a jerk then, just pointing out, hey, glass on the ground, pick it up, please?
Honestly, it kind of read like that. And that is just not what I'm looking for. I'm just not into somebody who can't say that they're sorry. I'm looking for someone who's more polite and can admit when they've done something wrong, when they've stepped on someone maybe or broken someone else's property.
Wow.
I mean, it's the first date. And you'd think on the first date, that's when you want to be the most polite. And I think he just has some kind of problem where he can't say he's sorry.
Okay.
Really?
I know a
Sarah,
lot of men
I want
like
to let you know that I don't have that problem. And I want to tell you that I'm sorry to break the news, but Tim is actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you right now.
What?
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Tim, are you there?
Yeah, hi.
Tim, is that you?
It's me. Hey.
So awkward.
Is that the real reason why you didn't call me back? Because I didn't say sorry?
Yeah, that's the reason.
Wow.
I'm sorry. See, I can say it.
But I don't know why you're saying it.
Why I just said I'm sorry?
Yeah, it's just an empty sorry.
What?
Wait, now you need sorries with depth?
No, it just seems like, for me, so we were walking in the restaurant. We were in the middle of a conversation, and I know what you're talking about. I stepped on your heel, and I sort of just went like, oops, it went back to the conversation.
Yeah.
It was like, it sort of looks like a toss-off that it happened. It didn't happen on purpose, and it was in the middle of a conversation, so it was just like, oh, oops, and we just continued. I didn't think it was that big of a red flag.
A normal person would say, I'm sorry.
Yeah, but I didn't step on you. I stepped on your shoe.
Tim, are you
Tim,
serious?
you're not-
Come on.
I would be apologizing if I were you right now.
Yeah, most people would.
Why? Why would I say sorry? I didn't do any of those things on purpose.
Okay,
Wait, so
sometimes when you don't do things on purpose, you can still say sorry. Like if you accidentally stepped on a shoe.
Yeah, but those are just those are just empty sorries because I didn't do it on purpose. It was an accident.
So if you were like driving your car and you accidentally hit a pedestrian, you wouldn't apologize for that either because that wasn't on purpose.
Oops.
Well, whose fault was it?
Seriously? Are you serious right now?
That's a good point.
No, I'm just saying.
Your foot stepped on my foot.
Yeah,
How could that be my fault?
it's not your fault. It was an accident. It's no one's fault. It's an oops.
I have never really dissected the word sorry like we're doing right now.
No, it's just I grew up that if you're going to say sorry, it's meaningful and you should say sorry for something that you did and then you realize it was wrong. Then you're like, you say I'm sorry for that. But when it's like just an accident, like, if you bump into somebody, it's just like, oops. It's not mean, it's not negative, it's just like, oops. And then the life goes on.
Yeah, but everybody else grew up with common courtesy. So even if you aren't going to say sorry, you say, excuse me, or I didn't mean to do that.
I just don't agree with that. Like if Sarah and I continued, and we got into a relationship, and then later on, something happens where I should say I'm sorry, and I say, hey, Sarah, I'm sorry, it would have such a huge meaning, and she would really know, like, wow, he's really sorry.
Hey, I cheated on you, but I'm really sorry. And you know I don't throw that word around willy-nilly.
No. Yeah, you shouldn't throw it. You're right. You shouldn't throw it around willy-nilly.
That is so not what I expected your response to be to all this, Tim.
Well, I'm not really sorry about it. Sorry, I'm not sorry.
Sarah?
Yeah. And you know what, guys, I'm not surprised. Okay, so are we done here?
No, not yet, Sarah. We're almost done. But I do have to ask you if you would like to go on a second date with Tim. We will pay for it.
You know what? Sorry, no.
It's so immature. It's so immature to say that with that tone. Like, now you're ruining sorry.
You've ruined the
Well,
word.
I find it immature that you can't use your manners that a 6-year-old can use. So maybe practice that.
Six-year-old will say sorry for sneezing. They'll say sorry for anything. Look, I am an adult. I am a grown man. I only say sorry when it counts and when it's needed.
All right.
I like that.
Oh, man.
All right, well, sorry. All right, well, sorry. I can't even say sorry now without thinking about it.
You can't.
I won't say sorry because it's not my fault. Tim, you didn't get a second date.
Whatever, man. Whatever.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Text in at 78592 says, that dude Tim is right. People throw apologies around with zero meaning these days. He's not wrong. Talking about today's second date update. If you missed it, this guy Tim wanted to call Sarah. They went out on a date, had a lot of fun, but she wasn't calling him back. And the reason why was during the date, he accidentally stepped on her foot, but he didn't say sorry. That's why she wasn't calling back. And then they got into an argument about sorry because he felt like he shouldn't have to apologize because it was an accident. He didn't do it on purpose. And she says he still should have apologized. And then went back and forth talking about what you should and shouldn't say sorry for. In the end, it doesn't really matter because he's not getting another date.
Yeah, there's a lot of debate now about the word sorry.
Yeah,
the text board is
people are very strong about it.
Yes, they are. A lot of people actually supporting him for not saying sorry, and then a lot of people calling him an a-hole. So text in at 78592. What should you say sorry for, and what shouldn't you say sorry for? And it'll be a hot topic we probably won't discuss further because it's kind of boring. Anyway, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back. Has ever been on one of those dates that just kind of snowballs? Like, you go out for lunch or something, and then all of a sudden you're having dinner and drinks, and then that turns into, like, you're robbing banks, and then that turns into she's learning the signature of your grandmother so you can forge checks. I mean, just one thing snowballs into another. Just lots of activities. That's what I'm talking about. Well, that's the kind of date that Patrick went on his first date with a girl named Tanya, but now she's not calling him back, and it gets even crazier than anything I just said, I think.
What?
Yeah. No. What's up, Patrick? How are you?
Hey, how's it going, guys? Nothing like that happened, but...
Are you sure you're not wanted in 5 states?
I am definitely sure of that.
Oh,
that's what all criminals say.
Yeah. Your email about your date sounded not that crazy, but it sounded like you guys did a lot of stuff.
It was, I would say, in my entire life, this is probably the greatest date I've ever had.
Whoa. I can't wait to hear what you guys did.
Well, you guys don't know yet how many dates he's had. You know what I mean, Patrick? Like, you could have been on 2 dates, and then we'd be like, oh, so you had dinner and drinks. Okay. So have you had a lot of good dates?
I've been on plenty of dates.
Okay, see? Where did you meet this dream girl that you went on this crazy date with?
I met her on a dating app.
Okay.
But we had talked, and we had planned to go rock climbing.
Oh, that's sweet. And are you a rock climber?
I'm athletic. I wouldn't say I'm like a rock, but I'm outdoorsy, I guess we'd have to say.
Cool.
All right. So that's pretty sweet.
Yeah. You know, we had a good time. We went rock climbing, and then that escalated into we went to this little cafe and had some food.
Mm-hmm.
And we just had like a really good vibe, good connection.
Mm-hmm.
We started walking around. We went to this park, and we actually, as crazy as this sounds, we had like a cartoon drawing, like a characterist drawing of us.
Like a caricature dude at the park?
Yeah, like the guy drew pictures of our faces like on a park bench.
Doesn't sound that crazy, really, Patrick, but it is cool and fun.
But it was our first date. Like, usually don't do that kind of stuff on your first date. It just kind of flowed. Like, everything just flowed.
That's true.
I guess.
You know, and I don't know why you want to call her back. I mean, any girl that's willing to have her caricature drawn on her first date, I don't know, man.
Pretty fast.
Yeah.
But it's not really the point of like the crazy things we did, but it's just like I was almost giddy, like I had butterflies in my stomach. I was like, I felt really good. Like it was a good day. Like I was having fun.
And I will back you on the caricature thing because, like, that's something that's like a memento from your first date. Like, she's thinking she wants to remember this, and I assume that's why you guys sat down and did that together.
So if you guys do get her on the phone, like, don't say anything about the caricature because I like have it on my fridge and I look at it every day.
Yeah. I'll be sure to not mention that, Patrick.
That's
Promise.
cute. Patrick,
I
you're
guess-
cute. That's cute.
And a caricature is a big thing to get drawn on a first date because they always highlight your worst feature. And you don't want the other person to be like, oh, yeah, they do have a gigantic nose. Yeah. So did it end at the park in the drawing?
No, it didn't end. We went back to my place and just kind of chilled and hung out. And she actually like stayed over.
Oh, she did? Okay.
Wow.
I mean,
Okay.
and did she stay in the same room as you, Patrick?
She may have, yeah.
All right.
Oh, you slide out.
Yeah. So you guys basically spent the whole day and night together.
Yeah, so I was like giddy and I couldn't sleep. So I woke up in the middle of the night and I was just like looking at my emails and like this the last minute travel deal came up.
Mm-hmm.
So I woke her up and was like, I'm going to book a trip to Mexico for next weekend, like the following weekend.
Wow.
You
Like just for you, or you invited her too? Like were you just like giving her that
No,
information?
I invited her.
Oh, okay. You were asking if she wanted to do that though.
I mean, come on. Of course I invited her. It wasn't for me.
Okay, I don't know. The way you said it just sounded like, hey, I'm booking a trip to Mexico, just so you know. All right, go back to sleep.
Well,
That's crazy. And she said yes?
She said yes, so I booked it. I charged it on my card. I paid for everything. And then we kept texting back and forth during the week. I was trying to catch up on work because we were going to leave for a long weekend.
Yeah.
And so we had plans to meet at the airport at a certain time. And so I got there, checked everything. I was like waiting like 15 minutes.
Oh, my God.
Text her.
What were you feeling?
Well, I had different kind of butterflies. So I was waiting, and there was like last call to book the thing, and I was like, she wasn't getting in touch with me. I didn't know if maybe she was on the plane. I got on the plane, and I went on the weekend trip by myself.
Oh man, that sucks.
And you haven't heard from her at all?
I've called her. I've texted her. I've looked at my caricature on the refrigerator with a sad face now.
Wow.
Do you think she maybe got, I mean, I don't know. Did she get freaked out? Like it was too much commitment too fast?
Maybe she got nervous. I'm hoping you guys can find out for me so I can kind of figure out what I did wrong.
Yeah, you'd think that she could at least tell you, like, hey, the Mexico thing is kind of making me nervous, instead of just ditching you at the airport.
But maybe she felt really guilty because he had paid for it all and she didn't know how to tell him.
That's why I got in contact with you guys, and I'm hoping you guys can help me.
Me too. I hope this turns out to be a love story.
I just want to know why she ditched him at the airport. I don't really care what kind of story we get. But we will play a song and then come back and call her and get your second date update. All right, Patrick?
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Hold on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
All right, before we get into the second part of today's second date update, there's one very useful piece of information that I need to know. Patrick, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Did you at least have fun in Mexico by yourself?
Oh, sad Patrick.
Good question.
You know what? It was pretty sad because it was like a couples thing. Like that was part of the thing. It was like a couples. I just kind of stayed in my room and looked at my caricature photo.
Oh, Patrick.
Dude, you could have taken that caricature photo with you, wrapped it in some waterproof stuff, taken it on one of those banana rides or some parasailing with it.
The only people that were single were like the cleaning people and like the grounds people.
Oh, gosh, Patrick.
You had options then.
No.
Yeah, a 62-year-old lady that made my bed was kind of hot. Yeah, no thanks.
Well, there you go. You messed up. All right. If you're just tuning in for the second date update, Patrick is on the phone, and he met a girl named Tanya online. They had their first date, and they did a bunch of things. Rock climbing, walking around a park, getting a caricature done that he still has on his refrigerator. She actually stayed the night, and while she was staying there, he was so giddy that he booked them a trip to Mexico for the next weekend. Wow. She agreed to go, but then didn't show up at the airport, and now he's wondering why.
Oh, my gosh. How are you feeling right now? Because that's an insane story.
I'm a little nervous and excited, if that makes sense. I guess I want to find out what the hell happened, but I also, I don't know. I'm afraid like she's going to say I was ugly or something. I don't know.
Okay,
she did all that with you, and then she was like, wait a second. I don't want to spend the weekend in Mexico with this guy. He's ugly.
You never know, man. Women are crazy.
Yeah, that's it, Patrick. She thought you were bad looking. Oh my gosh.
I'm going to dial her phone number right now. Here we go.
Okay.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Tanya, please?
This is?
Hey, Tanya, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hi, I'm good.
Good. I'm glad to hear it. I was worried about you.
Okay. Who are you again?
My name is Jubal, and I host a radio show called Brooke and Jubal in the morning. There's 3 of us on the phone right now. There's me, there's Brooke.
Hey, how you
there's
doing?
Jose.
Hey.
Okay, hi everyone.
Hi,
Okay.
Tanya. And we have been so worried about you.
Why?
Well, because you missed a flight recently, and that's a big thing we do on our show. We have like a segment where it's like, did you miss your flight recently? And we track people down and try to figure out why they missed their flight. It's kind of crazy. We're a kooky morning show.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. So you were supposed to take a flight recently with a dude named Patrick to Mexico, and you just didn't show up.
Wait, how do you know that?
Know everything.
Just
And also, he emailed us.
Yeah, there you go.
Patrick told us about your first date and said that you guys had planned a trip to Mexico for the next weekend, but you left him at the airport.
Oh my God.
And if, I mean, that's a lot. Like, the whole story is pretty crazy. So maybe you were just feeling overwhelmed and you didn't know how to tell him. That's what I'm hoping for.
It just was just a really weird thing that happened with the airport, and it was just really weird.
You're on the no-fly list.
She got detained.
It's kind of really embarrassing. It's a mistake, an embarrassing mistake, and I just kind of leave it at that.
You peed your pants in the security line because you were scared.
What? Where do you come up with
That happens to me all the time.
That is so
It is
weird.
embarrassing, but it's okay.
I believe that.
No, that's not it.
They asked you to go through the security machine, and you took off your clothes and asked for a strip search
my
instead.
God. Stop guessing.
It can be embarrassing, but I've done it too.
No, it's just, listen, it's 100% me. It had nothing to do with Patrick at all.
But what could be so embarrassing that you spend this amazing date with someone, agree to go on a long weekend to Mexico,
Oh my God.
and then ditch out of it all and like leave him high and dry?
It just, I went to the airport. I was very excited to go on this trip, and
You did?
Yes, yes, I went to the airport. I went and I checked in, had my stuff ready to go, and they asked for my passport, and I said, why? I mean, I have, my driver's license, and they're like, no, you need a passport, and I was like, why? I'm just going to Mexico, and they were like, yeah, you need a passport, and I truly had no idea that you need a passport to get into Mexico and Canada? Like,
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
I really know. I seriously thought it's all the same continent.
Welcome to the last 15 years of the world.
So you forgot your passport.
No, I didn't forget it. I don't have one. I don't travel a lot. So I didn't know. I seriously did not know. And I was mortified standing there, and I don't have a passport, and I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know how to tell Patrick that, how absolutely idiotic I felt. So
I do know how you can tell him, Tanya. I really do know how you can tell him.
How is he even going to believe me? I've been trying to figure it out, and I don't even know what to say.
Well, you kind of already did, because he's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on the phone.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is so embarrassing.
Yeah, it's very embarrassing that you wouldn't call somebody and have the respect to at least let me know what's going on.
Whoa,
Oh,
Patrick.
you're kind of mad, aren't you, Patrick?
Patrick, I am so sorry. I was so embarrassed in that moment, and I literally had no idea what to do, what to say. I felt so stupid that I didn't know this.
So, I mean, you could have told me. You didn't have to just blow me off. It's kind of crazy that you wouldn't even call or let me know. And then I went by myself. Like,
I know.
a couple's weekend by myself.
I know.
It's basically the worst trip to Mexico that I've ever taken, and I was there one time during El Nino.
Wow.
Oh, God.
Damn, Tanya, you're worse than El Nino.
I will say, Tanya, it is pretty weird that you were that embarrassed by a passport snafu.
Listen, I understand that it sounds crazy. I don't travel a lot. I don't know these things. I had no reason to know these things. And Patrick, like the entire weekend that you were gone, knowing that you were there, I was drinking margaritas, sitting at home, thinking about you the entire time.
Well, it was good that you were thinking about me. All you had to do was send one text, make one phone call. That's it.
I am apologizing. I have taken 100% of the blame for this. If you were listening, as you were supposedly listening while I was talking this entire time to a bunch of radio DJs, I said that I would take 100% fault for this. I am sorry.
So, okay, I hear your apology on that, but now we have a whole other issue. I mean, what are you, 12 years old? You don't have a passport? You don't travel? I mean...
Wait, that's still an issue.
I haven't had a reason to have one, Patrick. I didn't know.
Like, kids, like babies, come out of the wombs and get passports and travel all over. Your parents must have kept you locked in your basement.
You know what?
Like, what?
This right here is why I didn't tell you, okay? This is why I had no idea how to tell you, because I was worried that you were going to sit here and berate me for not knowing something. You could just be really nice and be a good guy.
It's not a matter of not knowing something. It's a matter of just having a brain to figure out. Like,
Whoa! Patrick, we know you're angry, but, like, I thought you really liked this girl, dude.
I did, but she doesn't have a passport. What kind of person doesn't have a passport?
There's lots of people that don't have passports.
No, there's not. I don't know anybody. Do you know anybody? I don't know anybody who doesn't have a passport.
Mine's almost expired. I might not have one soon.
Mine just expired, actually, so I technically don't have one either.
I have one, so...
You know, like, to get a passport, you go to the post office and take a picture and just mail it out and they send it back to you. Like, it's not rocket science by any means.
You know, I know what I'm supposed to do now. I can go and get one, and we can go on a trip together. We can do it the right way this time.
All right, well, Tanya, would you like to go out with Patrick on a second date? We can do dinner. We'll pay for dinner. If you guys want to go on a trip, that's on you. But if you get a passport, you'd be willing to go out with Patrick again?
Yes, it was my mistake. I would like to go on another date with Patrick.
Wow, I'm impressed. I mean, he said some mean things, so...
He's upset.
Patrick, do you want to go out with Tanya again?
I mean, somebody that can't call you back and is not responsive. And what person, again, does not have a passport? I would never go out with her again.
What? After she was your dream girl and you were obsessed with her, the passport's the breaking point.
My dream girl is gorgeous, nice, beautiful smile, and you know what? She has a passport.
Okay. All right, Patrick, we found your deal breaker, I guess.
My God. You know what? Just forget the whole thing. Forget that I even said yes. You are not the person I thought you were. You're crazy.
I may be crazy, but at least I have a passport.
He does have a point. Important PSA today for the second date update. Everybody, make sure you go get your passport, everybody.
Oh, my God. Seriously.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Text in at 78592 says, Patrick is by far the biggest idiot you've ever had on the show. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
A bold statement.
Not according to Patrick. If you missed today's second date update, Patrick wanted to call Tanya. They went out on a date. He liked her so much that he actually booked a trip to Mexico for the two of them on a whim to try to be spontaneous. And he was all about her. He's like, I have a caricature drawing of her, and I look at her all the time, and she's amazing, and blah, blah, blah. And then we got her on the phone, and she said that the reason she ditched him at the airport and he had to go to Mexico by himself was because she got there and she didn't realize you needed a passport to go to Mexico.
Yeah.
And she was embarrassed by that.
Well,
and of course, she'd be embarrassed.
Right, but so embarrassed that you wouldn't call and tell him?
I don't know.
That's kind of weird. She said she felt so embarrassed that she didn't have a passport and didn't know that you needed a passport that she just didn't want to talk to him. But the worst part about it was that Patrick sort of freaked out at the fact that she doesn't have a passport.
Yeah, what?
All I can think is maybe he's just still really angry about having to go on a couple's retreat to Mexico by himself, and he's just blaming it on that.
I don't know. It sounded like he seriously thinks anybody without a passport, it's like a character flaw for him.
Yeah,
Like there's something wrong with you if you don't have a passport.
Some people don't need passports. I mean, I don't think I got a passport till I was in my 20s. Like,
Oh, are you serious?
well, okay,
Get out of the
that's to me
studio.
now.
Jeez, leave.
How do we hire him?
Gross. Yeah, I know. Seriously, it's amazing what deal breakers people have. Like it sounds like for Patrick, a deal breaker for him is if somebody doesn't have a passport.
You know what's going to happen is that Patrick's passport is going to expire at some point, and he's not going to realize it, and he's going to, because that's how karma works. And he's going to show up to the airport, and they're going to be like, "Yeah, sir, you can't go on your trip. This is an expired passport."
And hopefully it'll be with a girl that he really likes, and then she's like, "Dude, you let your passport expire? You don't have a passport now?" Gross. Wow. Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back.